Hey guys, so if you've been struggling on graphing inequalities on a number line, I have a couple of examples. So the first thing we want to look at is x is less than 3. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw my tick marks on my number line. I'm going to have 0, 1, 2, 3, -1, -2. So the goal here is to figure out where to start. You see it says x is less than 3, so we have to start at 3. Since we're at 3, we have to make the decision if it's open or closed. From the notes I posted, we know that less than or greater than are going to be open dots. So we're going to make an open circle, just like that. So next, we have to make a decision if we're going to go left or if we're going to go right. If I look at the inequality sign and I draw kind of like a line inside it, you notice that it's pointing to the left. And it goes on forever. Okay, the next example is we have x is greater than or equal to -6. So same thing as before, I need to just draw in my tick marks real quick. I'll put -6 here, I'll put -5, -4, -7, and -8. Okay, so we have to decide, we have -6. That's where we are going to start. So right here. We have to make a decision with the greater than or equal symbol. Is it going to be an open dot or a closed dot? Just like when we did graphing inequalities on a coordinate plane, when there was a line underneath it, we had a solid line. For this, when there's a line underneath, we're going to shade it in. We're going to have a closed dot. So I'm going to draw a circle. And what closed means is you're just going to color inside the circle, making the -6 included. Then you have to make a decision, am I going to the left, am I going to the right? If I were to draw a line here to kind of help us, we can see that it is pointing to the right. So I'm going to go to the right. Okay, and then the next question, the last one, this one goes with writing the inequality from a number line. So this one sometimes can seem a little bit harder. So this is kind of the picture. So we need to figure out what letter we want to use. You can use any letter in the alphabet. I like to use X. So I'm going to start with the letter X. And then the next easy part is to look at the number you're at. You're at the number 5. So I'm going to write 5 here, leaving a space in the middle. And the next thing you have to look at is, do I have an open or closed dot, and which way am I going? I notice I'm going to the right. And I notice I have a closed dot. So a lot of times with these questions, you're looking at a number line, and you notice at the end of it, there's kind of like an arrow pointing in that direction. That sometimes will help you, the arrow at the end of the number line. So you'll see that it's going to be a greater than, and because it's closed, you have to remember to put your line underneath. Okay, so you really just have to make that decision of which way you're going, and a lot of times, like on this side, if I were to draw my arrow, you would have noticed that it would have been the other way if the color was the other direction. Okay, so those are 3 examples. If you guys need any more help, please feel free to email me, message me on Classroom. You guys are also able to talk to one another on Classroom and just kind of let me know. Remember, your assignments are all due. The 2 IXLs plus the Khan Academy is all due by Friday at 5 o'clock. So good luck.